Hello, this is Kate Lanigan McGregor and
Patti McCardle.
and welcome to a special edition of ReaLAWstate with Patti and Kate. Woo, woo. So this is November 2019, and we were, what's the question that you get the most from people when they know that you're a real estate attorney?
Well, often we talk about the market. That's one of the things I'm sure you get that a lot too.
How's the market? Yes.
How is the market? Are you busy? What's going on? What's the trend? Where do you think we're going? Are we going to crash?
And so you get it a lot too.
Yeah.
So I get that all the time. But it got me thinking, Patti,
Yes.
how do you think the market is?
Well, I think the market is, depends on what side you're on. I hate to give you the depends.
Didn't we say last night, no more that depends?
No more that depends. So if you're a seller, this is a really good time for you. If you're thinking about putting your house in the market, this is the time, people. Don't wait, because the inventory is still low, right? So sellers are getting the prices that they want for the most part. I mean, there's different echelons of prices. Definitely those things under 500 move super fast. So if you think that's you need to get it on the market now, because who knows what's coming in the spring. There's been a lot of predictions, not so much of a crash or anything. I don't think anything dramatic, but I hear a lot about a softening. Yeah.
What I will tell you is, and I have to say, anecdotally, I have been very busy. And I, when people talk about their not having things to do, I don't know what that feels like. But I will tell you this is that the expectations are from a lot of sellers are what you're talking about, which is, I'm driving the bus, I can do whatever I want. And the thing is that I want to say two things. One is HGTV has ruined the buyers because they think, as we have spoken about, the expectations of buyers is that they're getting a perfect house. So, I still want to encourage you sellers to call us to help you sell your house. However, we have to put together a game plan to get your house as awesome as it can be.
Not every house has granite countertops or quartz or whatever the going material is right now.
Right. And the thing is, though, but you need to make your house the best it can be, because, people are not going to just throw money at you if things are a nightmare.
We talked about that in an earlier episode.
We did. So if you want to go back and binge watch us, the two that I'd want to say is, number one is what to have your house ready for closing, and number two would be the home staging.
Yep, totally.
So that's the first part about that. And then the second part about that is it still needs to get through financing. And the mortgage companies have not laid up on any of their requirements.
No. But it's interesting, though, because from a buyer's point of view, so to me this is almost a weird market, because it's the seller's market because the inventory is low, but it's also really kind of pro-buyer because money's so cheap right now. The interest rates are still really low. I've had a bunch of closings, all in the threes, which is an amazing time to buy, because if you're going to buy, now is the time. Give up the rent and get a nice low interest rate, and then you'll have a low payment and you'll own the house and create some equity.
So you brought up some really good points. So the point that the message I wanted to get to sellers is it still needs to be a good value. Your house needs to be the best it can be, and you are still going to have to please those buyers. They are not so desperate that you can have a hole in your roof.
No.
With
cheap money.
I know. And mortgage companies are not going to let you have a hole in the roof. And so, we are still having to jump through the same hoops that we are at all times for for the mortgage companies. So that's the first thing. The second is what you just mentioned about buyers. In some ways it is a buyer's market because the money has never been so cheap.
It's great.
And so you are, and also there's been so much information about how to be prepared to buy a house. We talk about, there's interest rates that can be, not interest, your FICO scores can be, reasonable, there's steps in place. There's a lot of people who will work with you to get you there. So it really is an encouraging time for buyers.
It is. And we've had a couple of mortgage people on our episodes, so I would definitely look at those both.
Binge watch those too.
Yeah, Brick Road, and then also Embrace Home Loans. And both of them will tell you ways that you don't have to bring a lot to the closing. So you don't have to bring a lot to the closing. You can repair your FICO if you need to, and you can borrow at a low interest rate. What are you waiting for? This is the time. Stop paying that rent. I am telling you. Let that be your goal.
That is true. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess we can say it's kind of like a seller's market and a buyer's market right now.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
so
good, but
yeah,
weird.
it is good. And so let's just kind of project. Like, I know that you don't have a crystal ball.
No.
I don't know. Do you have a crystal ball?
No.
You're pretty smart. She's pretty
People
smart.
ask me, I'm like, no, it's in the shop.
It's getting shined up.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What would be your predictions in the next 12 months?
In the next 12 months, I think there's going to be a softening. I don't think there's going to be a crash. I don't think it's going to be anything dramatic like we saw back in '08. Everybody lost their money. Everybody's upset. I don't think it's going to be anything like that.
Yeah.
I think there's just going to be a softening. I don't think sellers are going to be able to get as high of a price as they're getting now. I just think it's going to soften a little. I think the interest rates might creep up a little. I don't think those are going to be astronomical, but I think they are.
Yeah, they can't stay like
this.
this.
They can't stay like that. It's just not the way.
Yeah.
So kind of, it's really not advantageous for the seller or the buyer to wait at this very moment. I mean, that's my thought. What's your thoughts?
No, it's definitely not advantageous for them to wait.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the thing is that I have a lot of investor or savvy clients that do, I think they have a crystal ball, and they're like going, oh yeah, no, we're gonna wait because we're gonna like grind over them. We're gonna get, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
And they've been saying that for over a year, right? So for over a year, I've been hearing, no, like these prices, like they're going down. I'm waiting, they're going down. I'm gonna. Yeah. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I think that as we see, I'm going to call them corrections in the market, which means that there's adjustments according to, so when I look on MLS and I see as many price changes as I see new listings, I know that means that our buyers either, number one, they cannot afford to like pay anything for the houses. And number two is they won't, because they're, money has been available for a while at low interest rates. So my point on this is that, like that crazy, like drastic crash is not going to happen. So you may save a few $1,000s, but you might have walked a lot of homes that could be exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, so I don't think that's prudent.
And if the interest rates have gone up, even if the houses were to come down in value, so now you're getting a bargain there, you are paying well more than that over the term of your loan. If your interest rate goes up a percentage point or two, that's the huge difference. So really, from an investment standpoint, you're losing over the long-term hold.
Yeah, I agree. So I think that is totally great advice. I also think that, as we talk about all the time, like this is a relationship business, and this is our buyers and our sellers. They're not going to get 100% what they want. It's not going to be a winner take all and a loser get nothing. Yeah. It's going to be somewhere in the middle where they both come up with that win-win. And we create those relationships to make it be as easy and seamless as possible, with our current state, but I do think that if you are at all thinking about selling a house, absolutely, let's get it on the market, number one. And number two, let's be reasonable, right? Because you cannot, throw another $50,000 on it just because there's an inventory shortage. So that's my advice for sellers. And my advice for buyers is just what yours is what are you waiting for? This is like Camelot out there. It's just a great time to be looking in the market. These interest rates, as you say, is the prices may be a little higher still. However, like in the long run, you're going to be saving significant amount of money because they are like almost giving that money away.
I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, just go on. You can do like a mortgage calculator. There's a lot of free ones online. And you can look at the amortization schedule. Look at that thing. And then when you're done crying, really analyze the numbers because the difference you are paying in interest
over the course of the loan.
Is huge. So
now's the time. So obviously we want them to call us here at Bold. We do, because we as we've been talking about the services that we've been offering, we keep on trying to make it easier and less stressful for you, and also take away as many of the hiccups and curves that can happen. Having an attorney be able to oversee the paperwork, have her advice and her knowledge and her wisdom about this has been so critical. And
because we want to help too, like from any aspect. Even this
Yeah.
morning, I met with one of the agent's clients because they just inherited a house. Well, they thought they did. They hadn't finished the process yet. So,
Oops.
So So we had to kind of talk them through that and what to expect and how quickly we can or can't put it on the market. But that's huge because you don't know. But I'm glad that I can help buyer or seller through that process. And then,
I consider your knowledge ace in the hole over here. I do.
Awesome. And of course, Kate has seen every sales scenario.
Oh, I have seen a lot. I have seen a lot. I wish I was writing a book, but I feel like that would be violating my agency responsibilities. But again, I see a lot of them because I will help. Our goal is to help.
Yeah.
And so I won't walk away from the scary ones. I won't walk away from the scary ones.
Yeah.
And I love the success stories when that person who didn't think they could buy a house gets to buy a house.
Yeah,
and I love that. I love to help this. Like again, I love my bold oldies. Yeah. You know. So anyway, friends, thank you so much, and we will be. Will we be back the week after?
I think no.
You won't be. I will be. I get to have a guest.
I don't know. We're going to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, we don't know. We will be broadcasting all on Sunday nights, whether or not we are live. And these are just the special episodes for you, where we can dig a little bit deeper into a topic that maybe you just really do want real information on, and the truth about what's going on out there. And none of that hype crap.
Too? So we have this little prediction going. This really could bite us in the butt, but I'm going to put it out there anyways.
Oh God!
So we just.
I feel like you, like when you say, like when you're going to say
what
something.
Is she gonna say?
Oh my God, she's going to do it to me! All right.
So right now it's November of 2019.
2019.
Let's check it out when we come to like June of 2020. I don't know, is that when the market's in the full swing? I know it kind of ramps up in April and gets going. And let's kind of see where we are and see if we are close.
All right. So what's your prediction?
We already made our predictions.
Well, no, I want an official prediction.
Well, I just said there's going to be a softening of the market.
Softening in prices. But is that going to be also softening as far as number of transactions?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right? Because that's what I say. I look for opportunity in everything. You know?
All right, so let me think. I think there's going to be a softening in prices.
Softening in prices.
I think...
Softening, guys. Softening. That means just
not
a little bit.
Crash,
right?
just a softening.
Yep.
And then I think there are going to be more buyers. I think there's going to be, we could have, I think a little bit less transactions, but I think we're going to have plenty of transactions. But I think those buyers are kind of losing out because they should be buying now.
Yes. So I'm going to
make your prediction.
I'm going to make mine a little bit multi-tiered.
Oh boy.
So for the 325 and under, I'm going to say there's going to be an increase. In buyers out there, and then from the 350 to the 650, I think that's where we're going to see prices kind of adjusting. And maybe a few less. Maybe a few less. And the reason I think there's going to be a few less is because it's going to take our consumers a while to listen. Like if you listen to us today, then there does not need to be that softening. If you have to, I always say, like, I need to go back for a little bit more experience. I need to get beaten up a few more times before I can really learn something. But if you do listen, and if you are not greedy, you know, and realizing that the value is in that the long game. So I'd say it's softening there, and I think that our luxury market will stay the same. I think that I think that luxury people have money whenever.
That is true.
You know, so I don't think that we'll see a lot of difference on that. Alrighty, friends. So thanks so much for joining us for ReaLAWstate with Patti and Kate. So we're going to double check this in June. Did we say June? End of June? End of June, and see if we were right. And what about you? What are your predictions? We would love to hear from you. You know what I'd really love? I'd love it if you guys videoed us back in the place below and told us what it is that you thought.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Like, you know, if you start commenting to us with video, that would be super cool. Because we'll video back. She'll be like, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Hey, mates! There, you put a crap! And I'll be in San Francisco, and I'll be back by then. I'll be back by the time this airs. So mine won't nearly be as much fun. All right, our friends. So thanks so much. Enjoy your, well, think about it. What is your prediction? And I want you to write it down when you do your goals this year and say my predictions and my belief. I think it's something that you should think about. I think that, like, it's serious, you know, and this is serious information. So, like, even if you're not looking to buy, do you have children? I have 2 children that should be in the market in the next 5 years to buy a house. So, like, it does affect, if it's not even me, because I will never move, but doesn't mean I won't buy something.
She built her own house. So.
Yeah, we built our own house
and it's
on sand. I'm only kidding. That's whatever. Another thing. All right. So what are your predictions? Let us know. Send us a video on it. That would be the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
And then just see who of us are right,
Right. So anyway, thanks so much, guys, for joining. And give me a
Be
thing.
bold and get it sold.
That's right. Get it sold for a good amount of money.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you guys soon.